Hi everyone and welcome to my next video. This one's going to be all about autism functioning labels. So the fact that you've actually clicked on this video means so much to me, and if you have been diagnosed, given an autism functioning label, or perhaps it's your child, or you are a healthcare professional or even a teacher, then please hear me out to the very end as to why functioning labels are incorrect and then why they are wrong. I totally get it. If you've been diagnosed by a professional, fully qualified doctor saying, you or your child has, severe autism, for example, I get it. You're going to believe them over someone like me. But as I said, hear me out to the very, very end. Okay, so first of all, what are autism functioning labels? So usually given at diagnosis, someone will be given the term either mild or high functioning autism, or they could be given the term severe or low functioning autism. So my first point is that these labels are incorrect. And the reason why we say that is because there's a lot of people out there who assume that the autism spectrum is linear, as in each person that gets diagnosed will fall between the mild to severe category, and they will fit somewhere along that line. The autism spectrum is not like that at all. It is not linear. It's all over the place, and I'm going to give you two people as an example. So you've got person A and person B. Excuse me. So person A, this person has a full-time job. They're doing fairly well in their career. They can drive, they can dress themselves and wash themselves. From an outside perspective, they appear to be functioning well. When given the diagnosis of autism, they are given high functioning autism because of the perception that they are given to other people. However, inside, they struggle severely with a lot of sensory issues. They get exhausted after every day that they work. It builds up and up and up, so that they end up cancelling plans at weekends with their friends and family. They rely a lot on microwave meals or takeaways because they just don't have the energy to keep going once they get home from work, because they use it all up to give this perception of doing well when actually they're really, really struggling. And then we've got person B. Now, person B actually thrives on social situations. Their sensory issues aren't as heightened, if that's the right word, as in like it doesn't affect them as much, certainly, as to person A. However, excuse me, to the outside perspective, person B, they can't speak. They have some motor issues like tying their shoelaces. This person, when they are diagnosed as autistic, they are given the function label as low functioning. Now, when you combine or you compare even person A and person B, they are actually pretty much the same in terms of they both have areas that they thrive in and both have areas that they struggle at. But because person A is perceived to be doing well, they're given high functioning. Person B perceives to be struggling, they're given low functioning. But that really isn't the case, and that is why it is incorrect, because the spectrum is all over the place, that each autistic person has different things that they thrive at and different things that they struggle at. And it is wrong to assume that someone has more severe autism than anyone else. Okay, so why is having a label harmful? Surely you can say, well, you know what, my doctor gave my child this particular label. It may be incorrect, but we're just going to go with it. Why is that actually wrong? And the reason is it comes down to the support that person receives. So if we look at person A, because they are doing well, they aren't given the support for the areas that they actually struggle in. And I know this because I am person A. That was me. Years ago, I was working towards a career in accounting. I had some exams under my belt. I was sort of stepping up the next rung in the ladder. I was able to drive. Back in my early 20s, I used to go clubbing pretty much every weekend. To the outside person, I looked like I was doing really, really well. But inside, as the days and then the years went on, I got worse and worse and worse. I wasn't getting the adjustments that I needed for my sensory issues and social issues, that over time it led to more burnouts and meltdowns, until the point that it was about 4 years ago, I had the biggest meltdown ever, and I am still struggling to overcome that. If I had the support and the adjustments that I needed from way back at the beginning of my life, my life now could be very, very different. And that is the case for many other people, given the term high functioning, because they just kind of let them carry on. They focus so much on what they're thriving at, they don't get given the support they need for the things that they are struggling at. So when we look at the other person, this person B, who's been given diagnosis of low functioning, what happens is that they have been almost told their entire life, throughout their childhood and then into adult life, that they can't do well, they can't succeed at things, because the focus then is too much on the support of their struggles and not what they're actually thriving at. So for instance, a non-verbal person, it doesn't mean that they can't communicate. Speaking is just one form of communication. But because between looking at person A and B, person A looks and sounds more like a neurotypical person than person B does. And because of that, person B is made to feel that they don't fit in the world, and they start believing, you know what, I'm not functioning well. And they carry on like that throughout their lives. And it's really, really sad, because they could be going on to do some amazing things and they're being held back because of their struggles, when, as I said, person A and B, they are the same in if you were to give points for how many things they thrive at and how many things they struggle at, they'll be given the same, points. And that is why functioning labels are not only incorrect, but are harmful for later in life on how they are treated. So as I said, really thank you for listening to this. I hope that helps clear things up a little bit. To summarise, the autism spectrum isn't linear, that every autistic person has things that they thrive at and things that they struggle at, and that functioning labels are incorrect and damaging to helping the person with what they need. And the reason why myself and other people are fighting for this online, doing videos like this or blogs or whatever, is because we are trying to help out future generations. The children being diagnosed now, they're the ones that we can help by giving them the support that they need, that they just need acceptance, having adjustments to suit their needs, that you don't need to tie shoelaces, you could go for Velcro or slip-on shoes or what have you. It's you don't have to fit to that neurotypical mold when there's nothing actually wrong with the way that they are. So this is why we fight. And I know a lot of people can see anger building up. We come across quite rude when we comment on people's posts, for instance, and that is only because it's a mixture of it might just be the writing style of how it comes across when they're not actually being rude, but B, it could also be, you know, from months or years of fighting this, that they just get fed up arguing the same point over and over again, and then being laughed at or being blocked or what have you. And when all we're actually trying to do, you know, is help. Like, I feel like for me, you know, it's too late. I can't change what happened in my childhood, my teens, early adulthood. That's never going to change. And now, you know, I've got a good few friends that are very, very supportive with the accommodations that I need. But I know I still struggle. The government aren't helping me when I do assessments with them on my needs when it comes to a job. Some doctors brush me off, you know, so I do feel in a sense that I'm too late, you know, even in my 30s. So I want to help the children now and the future children to get a better life of acceptance. So yeah, please, if you're watching this, do think twice before mentioning functioning labels. Just do away with it. You are autistic, your child is autistic. There's no high or low functioning, no mild or severe. Just get rid of all of that. No levels. You got 1, 2, 3. I think there's 4 as well. Just autistic or not autistic. That is, you know, that is all that it is. And if it can start by healthcare professionals, again, if you're watching this, if you can just think, you know, science changes all the time. There was a time, however many years ago, that Coca-Cola was used for medical purposes. And of course, now it's absolutely not. So as things come to light, we know that certain methods or what have you just no longer work. And now this is us, you know, me as an autistic person, as well as other autistic people, are saying this is why function labels are wrong, and this is why we just need people to listen to that. So thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel. Share this video. I would love to get it out there a bit more. And I hope to see you next time.